KSI dropped Thick of It, and suddenly everyone's acting like he leaked the ending to their favorite show or burned their dinner. Seriously? All this over a song? Relax, fam, it's not that deep unless you're KSI, who was literally in the thick of it when he made it. The year is 2024. The internet is supposed to be focused on important issues like world peace, AI advancements, and who's winning the Great British Bake Off. Instead, we're all here, losing our collective minds over KSI's latest song, Thick of It. Now, I get it. The man has built a legacy. He's been a YouTuber, a boxer, a rapper, and possibly a part-time chef. Okay, maybe not that last one. But somehow, the release of this track has people acting like KSI just canceled Christmas. The internet has opinions, strong opinions, and nothing gets the Twitter fingers going like a KSI release. But what's all the fuss about? I mean, is Thick of It really the worst thing to happen in 2024? Spoiler alert, no. But hey, why not dive into the ridiculous whirlwind of hot takes and see why everyone's losing it over a song that literally talks about feeling overwhelmed, which, ironically, is how people are acting after hearing it. So buckle up, because we're about to venture deep into the thick of it. Let's just start with the basics. KSI released Thick of It, a track where he talks about, well, being stuck in the thick of it. It's about feeling overwhelmed, not being able to handle everything life throws at you. You know, the kind of stuff most of us experience at least once a day when our phone battery hits 1% or when the Bubby Wi-Fi cuts out. Mid-Netflix binge. So naturally, you'd think people would be able to relate to this, right? Wrong. The internet took one look at the song and said, nah, KSI, we didn't ask for this. You could almost hear the collective sigh of disappointment from KSI fans like they just found out there's no milk left for their cereal. The funniest part? The actual song is about feeling overwhelmed. And somehow, the internet proved KSI's point by becoming overwhelmed with opinions about how they feel overwhelmed by his song. We've reached full circle, people, meta levels of thick. All right, let's address the elephant in the room, the phrase, in the thick of it. If you've listened to the song, and based on the Twitter outrage everyone has like 50 times, you know this line is repeated more than that one annoying pop song that just won't die. People have been acting like KSI's stuck on repeat, as if he recorded this track while his brain was buffering. Look, I get it. The line does come up a lot. It's like when you're watching a movie and that one dude keeps saying, I'll be back. And you're like, okay, we get it, Arnie, just leave already. But let's not pretend that repetition in music is a brand new thing. Ever heard of a little song called Shape of You? Ed Sheeran made millions off the word body alone. And people didn't come for his head. But when KSI does it, suddenly he's public enemy number one. I've seen people say things like, he must have written this in 5 minutes, or did he forget how to rhyme? Look, some of you can't even text without autocorrect saving your life, and you're out here critiquing KSI's writing process like you're Shakespeare's ghost. If KSI did write this in 5 minutes, good for him. Some of you take longer deciding what to order for dinner, and it's usually just a Big Mac. The thing about the internet is that we love drama. Seriously, we thrive on it. And nothing gets people riled up like a new KSI song. The moment Thick of It dropped, Twitter turned into a full-blown war zone. People were out here acting like KSI personally knocked on their door, handed them a mixtape, and then watched them listen to it with judgmental eyes. It wasn't just a few meh reviews. Oh no. It was an all-out blitz of opinions ranging from, this is fire, to this is a dumpster fire. I've seen fewer hot takes at a Buffalo Wing contest. One guy tweeted, this song is so repetitive, I feel like I'm stuck in a time loop. Bro, the only time loop here is the one you're stuck in while you keep playing the track just to complain about it. People have gone as far as to say KSI's career is over. Like he hasn't dropped multiple hits, conquered YouTube, and knocked out Logan Paul. Please. The man has survived actual boxing matches. You really think a few salty tweets are going to knock him out? Get real. Let's be honest. Part of the problem here is that KSI had the audacity to show feelings. Feelings? In 2024? Unacceptable. The internet apparently wants KSI to stay in his lane, delivering bangers that make people feel like they're ready to jump in a ring or flex on their haters. But this time, he chose to talk about feeling overwhelmed, about struggling with pressure. And instead of applauding him for being real, people are like, nah fam, go back to the hype tracks. Look, not every song has to be about knocking people out or driving fast cars. Sometimes life just gets a bit too much, and that's okay. But people on the internet reacted to KSI's vulnerability like he just told them Santa isn't real. Some of you really need to pick a lane. 1 minute it's, I wish KSI would show more of his real self. And then when he does, it's, not like that, bro. It's almost like they expect him to drop a diss track on his own emotions just to keep things consistent. All right, let's talk lyrics for a second. There's been a lot of talk about the simplicity of the lyrics in Thick of It. People are out here expecting KSI to suddenly drop bars like he's Kendrick Lamar, spitting metaphors and similes so deep, you need a thesaurus and a philosophy degree to keep up. But here's the thing, simplicity works. Sometimes you don't need a 16-bar rhyme scheme to express what you're feeling. Sometimes life is just overwhelming and you're in the thick of it. It doesn't have to be complicated, but apparently the internet thinks otherwise. I've seen comments like, these lyrics are basic. And I'm like, dude, do you even listen to the music you usually stream? I've heard the same people who criticize KSI for basic lyrics vibe to songs where the chorus is just one word repeated over and over again, looking at you, Drake. But when KSI does it, suddenly everyone's a music critic. All right, let's give credit where it's due. The production on Thick of It, pretty solid. It's moody, it fits the theme, and it's got that vibe that makes you want to put on a hoodie and stare dramatically out the window while it rains. But of course, no one's talking about that. Why? Because it's way easier to roast the lyrics than to acknowledge that the beat kind of slaps. If Thick of It was dropped by any other artist, people would be all over it. But since it's KSI, everyone's busy dissecting the song like it's a biology project they didn't study for. Newsflash, not every song needs to make you feel like you can punch through walls. Honestly, the internet needs to chill. Like seriously. The level of overreaction here is Olympic. People are out here acting like KSI's song personally insulted their family or ruined their birthday party. Let's just take a step back and remember, it's a song. You can like it or you cannot like it. But treating it like it's the musical equivalent of a disaster movie? Calm down, Kevin. Nobody asked for your hot take. We've reached the point where people are making memes faster than KSI can release music. I've seen jokes about the repetition of thoughts. It's funny at first, but come on. When did we all become so emotionally invested in how KSI deals with his feelings? The man dropped a song about struggling with life's pressure. Here's the thing. When a song is as polarizing as Thick of It, it's either a masterpiece or a catastrophe, but no middle ground. We've all been there, right? One person says, "This is amazing," and the next person is ready to start a petition to have it banned from every streaming service. It's the world we live in. But let's not act like KSI's entire career is going down the drain because of one song. It's one song. You're acting like he just announced that he's joining the Real Housewives of YouTube. But let's face it, KSI loves it. And honestly, so should we. The man knows how to stir the pot. You think he's crying in his cereal over your opinion on Thick of It? Nah. He's probably laughing at the fact that his song sparked so much conversation. The dude thrives on controversy. I mean, have you seen his entire career? KSI built his empire on going toe-to-toe with the internet. And this song, it's no different. While we're all sitting here debating whether Thick of It is a banger or a flop, KSI's probably plotting his next move. Maybe he's already working on a new track that will make everyone forget this one ever existed. Maybe he'll drop a surprise diss track aimed at the critics. Maybe it'll be called Deeper Than the Thick of It. You can't deny that KSI knows how to keep us on our toes. One minute he's in the ring throwing punches, and the next he's in the studio pouring his heart out in a song. He's multidimensional, and we're all just along for the ride. So while the internet's busy throwing shade, KSI's probably sipping on some protein shakes, chuckling to himself like, I did that. They're all talking about me. Let's step back for a second. The irony here is almost too much. The song is about being overwhelmed and feeling like you're stuck in the thick of it. And what has the internet done? It's collectively gone into meltdown mode over it, proving KSI's point to an absolute T. He literally said he can't handle it. And the entire world, including you, lost their minds over a few repeated lyrics. KSI dropped a song about being overwhelmed, and we collectively couldn't handle it. If that's not art, I don't know what is. At the end of the day, Thick of It is just a song. It's a song where KSI expresses how he's feeling about the pressures of life. Is it groundbreaking? Maybe not. Is it a song that will go down in history as the greatest of all time? Or who knows? But does it deserve the internet's absolute meltdown over it? Absolutely not. People are acting like KSI just released a cursed object, not a 3-minute track. If you don't like it, fine. You don't have to. Just move on. But let's not pretend like KSI just ruined your entire year with one song. This isn't the end of his career. This isn't a music apocalypse. It's just a dude making music. And isn't that what we're all supposed to be doing? Sharing our thoughts, emotions, and experiences? Sure, the song may not be for everyone. But let's stop acting like we've never been in the thick of it ourselves. If you've never felt overwhelmed, or like life is coming at you from all sides, then congratulations. You're a superhero. The rest of us, though, we get it. We're all in this together, just trying to survive the chaos of life. And hey, if KSI can make a song about it and make us laugh or cringe, then at least he's doing something right. So let's give the man some credit. He tried something new, and that's a lot more than most of us can say. Whether you like Thick of It or not, the next time the internet loses its mind over something as trivial as a song, maybe we should all just take a deep breath, relax. And remember that we've been in the thick of it, and we'll probably be there again. But next time, maybe let's save the outrage for when KSI actually does something worth getting mad about. Like maybe when he challenges a microwave to a boxing match. That would be a real disaster.
From the screen to the ring, to the pen, to the king. Where's my crown? That's my bling. Always drama when I ring.